So part of my thing about power is that often we think we have so much less than we really have. And those people who know they've got power, they use it. So the large corporations, the fossil fuel industries and those other industries, whether it's cars or manufacturing or whatever you want to look at, who benefit from inertia, benefit from a lack of action by government, it's just a human thing where they have a lot of access to the corridors of power, and their voices are the ones that are heard the most in those corridors. And the average person cannot walk down the hallway of Parliament House and tap a minister on the shoulder and say, hey, here's what I reckon. And when we see ourselves as being, distant from these people, and we see ourselves as not having any right to their time, then they don't hear from us about the technology changes that we want to see taken advantage of. They don't hear from us about the regulatory changes that we want. They only hear from people who know they have power and who use it. And people who know they have power and use it are those who are in, high up, well-paid positions, working for big, organizations. But they really don't have, it's an imagined world that a corporation that hires 10,000 people does not have more power than 10,000 people. 10,000 people getting together can represent as much as an organization that, has that bigger pay balance, pay sheet, payroll. But we have to mobilize ourselves and represent the stuff that matters to us. And so if we want governments to behave in a certain way, if we want them to embrace technology, if we want them to push towards, renewable sources, then we have to tell them that. And we have to vote without wallets, and that's one of the things that's happened. I mean, we're at where we are at with renewable energy, in part because a group of people early on decided to pay twice as much for renewable energy on their electricity bills as it would cost them to pay for fossil fuel energy, right? Some people put their wallet where their values lie, and they could afford to do it, or that was important for them. But over time, that's brought about this change that's brought down the cost of those renewable energy sources, so that now there's really not that much difference to whether you get your energy, in terms of your pay packet, from a renewable source or a non-renewable source. And charging an electric car, costs less than filling a car with petrol. So we have to work out what it is that we can do to bring about that change that we want. And it might be a community group that lobbies government. The reason that these bodies have the power that they have, and these companies, these organizations, is because they lobby. There's no reason why community groups can't lobby government. They just need to take that power that's within them and apply it. And if enough people do that, it will work. You will get what you want. But we've all got to focus on this power that we've got.